started out the day hungover as fuck. I was like, you know what? I'm not going anywhere today. I'm stuck here. Let's watch Cobra Kai.
But why?
Because earlier this week, as much as I hated season 4, whenever I heard that season 5 was coming out Friday, I had this nostalgic fucking excitement for it. Like, oh no, woohoo! Fucking Cobra Kai. And then I remembered, oh yeah, they suck now.
Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
Dude, after that first episode, I just kept going.
I'm worse, dude. I watched the entire thing and my chick had to work the morning shift. Stay up an extra 2 hours to take my chick to work. And then finally when I got home, I got to sleep and I slept till about 4 o'clock. And then I went to Hollywood, which I would be in Hollywood right now, but...
Cobra Kai.
Before we get to anything, I just gotta bring this all up because I can.
You never hit a mentally ill person with his dead mother's severed leg. It's a real trigger.
Then trigger warning, bitch.
Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more.
Cobra Kai, I gotta say it's the best fucking season since season 2.
Well, duh.
Like season 2 of Cobra Kai is kind of like the Rogue One, but all you remember of the season is, well, 2 things. The fucking Johnny discussion with Miguel about how Robbie's birthday and shit, and then the fucking school fight. And I honestly can't remember what happened in the rest of that fucking season.
That thing you pulled in the calf today was pretty severe.
Yeah, well, the extreme always seems to make an impression.
No, I was not expecting this.
It's the embodiment of fan service done right.
Fuck yeah!
I only have 2 nitpicks, and I know you'll agree with these. 1, not enough Mike Barnes.
True, yeah.
And number 2, what the fuck are they gonna do with season 6? They literally blew their entire load. Like,
I know, right?
The only thing I can see happening is that John Kreese teams up with Michael Ironside's character in the next Karate Kid with Hilary Swank.
War's not over because one battle's lost.
So apparently, this is like the fucking climax season, like Babylon 5 style, right?
And season 6 will be the season 5 of fucking Babylon 5, where it's like, what the fuck are we doing? The Psychor War?
Who cares?
Bringing Jaden Smith's character in the fucking remake.
There's only one Karate Kid and stars Jackie Chan and my man Jaden Smith.
What? Or a Generation Z. Here's your ball back.
Back whenever they first started the series, a lot of people were asking that question, and they were like, no, Jaden Smith is a completely different universe.
I mean, come on!
I found it blasphemous to call it Karate Kid when it's Kung Fu, and that's Chinese, not Japanese, and that's racist. I know my martial arts.
Well, let's talk about Cobra Kai.
So, watch Joe Blow's review.
As a whole, Cobra Kai Season 5 delivers another solid entry into the new generation of the Karate Kid saga, despite some bumps in the first half that don't really warrant as much screen time as they are given.
No, because Mike Barnes is for episode, and...
Mexico!
Right? It's like they went to Mexico, Miguel found his dad, and then he got drunk in a fucking diner with him, and that was it. It's done. It's gone. It's like, whoa. Wait a minute. Dude, this was your cliffhanger from last season, and this is where you're gonna leave it?
What the fuck?
No, I don't like it. Come on! Miguel just got off the bus in Mexico, and he's got a bunch of white guys fucking hustling his ass.
We can either do it the easy way or the fun way.
Did you recognize the Australian guy? It was Well, what about Tyler and that black kid? Weren't you getting a little bit of Last Dragon vibes with that?
Ain't no masters here, dude. Ain't no slaves either.
Black guy who's acting not black, and you have an Asian guy acting very black.
Nigga, please.
The best episode by far is the final episode, just because we got the ultimate fan service. We have all 3 rivals teaming up to fight the big bad.
That's what happens when someone burns your life to the ground.
My nitpick about that is that our boy Mike Barnes gets knocked the fuck out most of the fight, but he does save the day at the end. And I love Johnny's response.
I did most of this.
Mike was seriously fucking underplayed this season, right? Like that first episode, the first episode they brought him in, I was like, holy shit.
I guess I was worried that it would have triggered something or whatnot, you know. Thought maybe it was just best to leave the past where it is.
They burned his fucking furniture store down.
You took everything from me!
Not Danielson's fault.
Then whose fault is it?
Johnny!
And so, yeah, they brought him back in on the last fucking episode. So, hey, better that than nothing.
We got a Chosen and Johnny bonding over who's done worse.
Daniel-san told me how dangerous you can be.
Did he mention how I kicked his ass back in high school?
I robbed him while he was on date.
And what's really crazy, Jessica even makes an appearance, and now we know how Daniel met his wife.
When I met Daniel, he was going through some things, and Silver was the cause.
And you never thought of mentioning any of it?
I never thought that he would come back around. By the time you were moving to LA, and I put you in touch with Daniel, he was way past all of that.
Before I continue, let's bring on today's sponsor. No thanks to you. Yep, no thanks to you. We don't get any fucking hype, anything that really matters. Yeah.
Chosen MVP.
You insult my honor.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Chosen. I meant no disrespect at all. I promise.
Season 5 would have been shit without Chosen.
Well done!
But what about how Anthony's not useless anymore?
I know, right? Like, they finally fucking found something for him to do.
The only way we win is if we work together. As one.
And Dimitri's not even annoying anymore?
Ah, fellow gigolo, huh?
The biggest thing they did this season was cut out all the kids. Whenever the kids are in the fucking episode, it's like,
come on! Season 4 made me like Robbie.
Man, fuck season 4.
Snap. I really liked how Robbie and Miguel finally squashed beef and became best friends.
This is my favorite Robbie season.
Oh, yeah!
I have fucking just hated that kid since season 1.
Yeah.
Even I know you loved him last fucking season, and he did start to show some promise last season, but I still just could not get on board. But man, this season,
yeah,
he finally got past all
bullshit.
What about how Robbie and Miguel are now stepbrothers?
I know, right?
Yeah, because of the new kid on the way.
Who the fuck saw that coming? Isn't he like 50-something years old?
Yeah, but I'm talking about, but how old's Carmen? Carmen's probably like our age.
Yeah, but still, Johnny, you're gonna have to chase that fucking kid around at fucking 16 to 70 years old.
But he'll have older brothers to protect him, and they're pretty well protected.
Man, them older brothers are gonna be living off in other cities, married and shit by the time that kid gets old enough. That's how behind the game this kid is, right? Whenever, I can't remember which episode it was, whenever she came to Johnny's house, I totally expected for her to say not pregnant. And then she said pregnant, and I was like, holy shit!
Latinas do breed like crazy, dude.
Snap. I think what they're planning on doing is they're going to try to do a Marvel thing. They're going to be like, okay, we want to do all these spin-offs.
Cobra Kai's gone now.
Well, no, Cobra Kai is the bad guy. Like, Terry Silver is Cobra Kai. So who takes over? The fucking granddaughter. That's the one thing we didn't get at the end of the fucking season. Man, we got Terry versus Chosen, which fucked me up there for a little bit. I thought he killed his ass. I was like, holy shit.
Well, I know another thing. I know another thing that might happen in the next season. Chosen and Kimiko, they're gonna get married. Daniel and family are all gonna go to Okinawa, and that's when Cobra Kai is gonna rise even worse. And then that will cliffhanger to season 7.
I'd go into detail, but I'm just basically just trolling all of you anyway. So, whatever. I'd say special thanks to people, but I gotta go on Sub Pals and YT Pals just to try to get 100 views on here because the algorithm could suck. Coming soon. Oh, I'm doing a deep, insane, deep dive into the entire lore of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Because if you didn't know this, back in 2012, I tried to start a disaster area tribute band.
The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy notes that a disaster area, a plutonium rock band, the Gagrakaka mine zones, is generally held to be not only the loudest rock band in the galaxy, but in fact the loudest noise of any kind at all.
Oh yeah! Well, I almost have a full collection of Star Wars Legacy, from Dark Horse Comics, when Star Wars comics were good. And my favorite character, Cade Skywalker. I even got the heart, I just need 2 more to add to my collection, and I'll have the whole set to do my review on. I'll do it by individual, trade book. I also got the Predator Omnibus by Dark Horse Comics, because fuck Disney, fuck Marvel. That lore's badass. They actually gave the lore to Predator, in Dark Horse Comics. I also got Axe Cop Pop, and a bunch of other things. So stay tuned on that shit.
Plus the fucking message is bomb.com.
Chaos is a ladder. Shout out to our patrons. In order of importance, the ShadowVessel, the Fly Attractor, Janitor Jake, Count Morivond, Gary Mossberg, and of course Ryan Zacher. If you have any opinions on what I'm saying, like and comment. Just say some shit in the comments. I need more hate mail anyway, because apparently the only way I actually get views is when I piss people off. Because
show the Jedi versus Sith message better than Star Wars. Jedi are about teamwork, and Sith are about backstabbing.
It's like that's like their whole purpose. Their master wants the student to kill him. It's kind of like a Viking thing, right? Like, they don't want to die old in their beds. They want to fucking die in battle.